Guys, welcome back to my channel. This is CoffeeCats&Causes, and today in this video we are going to be learning the rest of the Korean vowels. So at the end of this video you will totally know like all the Korean vowels. It's going to be so cool. You can brag about it to your friends. If you're new here, hi. We drink coffee on this channel, and we'll probably have like a different coffee cup every video because I have a lot of coffee cups, and this is a Brontosaurus. I actually have like 4 of these. I have a Triceratops and a T-Rex and a Velociraptor, and you'll probably see those at some point. It's just hot coffee. Spring Day Starbucks blend. Sponsor. And in addition to learning things, there's also going to be like a charity or an organization or a cause that I'm going to be discussing in every video. That way I can kind of share with you guys things that I'm passionate about, kind of get the knowledge out there on how we can help on certain issues that are really important to me. National Gun Violence Awareness Day was on June 4th, so I wanted to do an organization based around that. And although we're just going to talk about one of the organizations in depth in this video, I'm going to link quite a few down in the description below that are along the same vein of prevention and advocating against gun violence. So the one that I chose is called the Newtown Action Alliance. Newtown, Connecticut was the location of the Sandy Hook school shooting that took place in 2012, where a bunch of elementary school kids and the staff, some of the staff were killed by gunmen. And the cool thing about this organization, it was created by the people that actually lived through it, the family members of the people that were killed, a lot of the members of the community that were close to the people that were killed. And I think those are the people that we should be listening to when it comes to this issue, is people that have actually lived through it and lost people to gun violence. One of the things that I really like about the Newtown Action Alliance is they advocate for things that you really wouldn't think of when it comes to prevention of gun violence, like encouraging credit card companies to flag or put a stop to gun purchases that might seem inappropriate. So if someone is using 6 or 7 different credit cards to purchase a ton of guns and a ton of ammunition from a bunch of different places, they want the credit card companies to be like, it's probably not good. And then they also try to inform people about how to securely and safely store their weapons at home. Accidental discharge of unsecured weapons in the home is a big contributor in injuries and deaths of children. So I think it's really cool that they are doing that as well. So it's just things that you really wouldn't think of. It's not just, we don't just have to talk about gun control. There's a lot of different ways that we can prevent gun violence, and we can encourage other people to help with that issue. So that's what I like about them, is they aren't a standard organization. They do a lot of different things. So you can go to their website, and they have merchandise that you can purchase. You can donate to their website. They always have a lot of events going on. They have luncheons that they hold like every couple of days, that sort of thing, and you can go on there and find out kind of what they're campaigning against. And I think the reason that Hulu and Netflix and all the streaming services came out with like a bunch of like documentaries about the school shootings and stuff is because of National Gun Violence Awareness Day. They even had one on the Mandalay Bay shooter, which is one that is kind of hard on me just because I'm from Vegas, and Vegas is my favorite city, and I have family that lives in Vegas. And considering it was like one of the worst, not school shootings, one of the worst shootings in modern American history, that one kind of hit me hard, but the documentary on it was really good. And I'm actually wearing my Vegas Strong sweatshirt that I got from the MGM. So yeah, I encourage you to check them out and kind of get some information on what we can do to prevent gun violence other than just talking about gun control, because I know that's a complicated issue, and there's a lot of other things besides that we can start with to help lower the amount of gun violence that we have going on. So go to the website and check them out. And again, I'm going to leave a bunch of other organizations and stuff in the description below, so you can kind of get more than one resource to kind of learn and help with that. Okay, so yeah, that's our organization for today's video, and I'm going to cut right to the lesson. And as you can tell, I've gotten a little more confident, and we aren't editing as much. I'm just kind of talking, so good for me, good for you, good for us. So yeah, let's learn the rest of the Korean vowels. I'm really excited. Let's do it. Okay, so we are learning the last of the Korean vowels. I almost said the Korean alphabet, but that's wrong. Korean vowels today, and they're complex vowels, and the reason they are called complex vowels is because we are taking two of the basic vowels that we learned in the last video, and we are combining them into a new vowel. So you're gonna see a couple of these look similar to the other ones, but somehow different. And there is a word for the Korean alphabet. It is Hangul, and that translates to great script, and that's what Korean is. Korean's great. It's really difficult, but it's great, and I'm having a lot of fun with it so far. So yeah, we'll get right into it. And the first one that we have is this one, and if you notice, it's just a combination of this character and just the line, the E that we did in the last video, and it creates A is how it's pronounced, A. And we aren't going to go over how to write all these, and I'm not going to go over that in every one like I did in the last video, because I think you guys are really smart, and I think you probably have it by now. And if you've been practicing, I'm always watching. Okay, I'm not. There's too much. I'm too busy for that. But I hope you have been practicing honor system. So we're just gonna do like a review or a recap of a couple of them. Okay. So how do we write this one? Beautiful. Good job. You got it. I know you got it. You got it. So yeah, this one is A. Okay. A. I have a lot of energy. All right, let's cut to the next one. Okay, so the next one that we're gonna do is a ladder. No, it's not, but it looks like a ladder. And this one, again, you'll see we just took this character and that character, and we combined them, and we made yeah. Okay? And a common theme that you're kind of noticing probably by now is that all we're doing is adding a line. So we added a line here, or here, you know, whichever one you want to add. And we added that Y sound. So we added that line and it gave it a Y sound. So instead of A, it's yeah. Alright, so it's easy enough to remember. And we'll just recap again. How do we write this one? It is this line, and then this line, and then this line, and then this line. Okay, because it's left to right, top to bottom. Cool. So yeah. Alright, so these are pretty easy. Are they pretty easy? I think we're doing a great job. Okay, so this is where things kind of get not complicated. In fact, they stay really easy, but they're complicated. And I'll explain to you what I mean by that. So here's our next one. And as you can see, it's pretty easy to write. And again, what did we do? We just took this character and this character and we put them together. But the complicated thing about this one is it is also pronounced A. Yeah, so A. And the distinction remains when you write them. They need to be written, you know, whatever one you use, it has to be written correctly. But there, basically, from what I've learned, is no distinction as far as pronunciation nowadays in Korean. So A. Okay? So that's what I meant by complicated but also still easy, because you can look at these and be like, oh, I'm going to pronounce those, you know, virtually the same, but they still have to be written correctly. You still have to use them correctly when you write them. So it's a little bit difficult, but yeah, so this one is A, and we just took that character and we combined them. And how do we write this one? So it's this line, obviously, this one, and this one. And there you are. All right. Good job, guys. We're down number 3. Good job. Right, so now we've got this one. And, whoa, it looks a lot like this one, but we've added a line. Yes. So what are we doing with this one? We are adding that Y sound. So this one is yeah. And again, virtually no difference in pronunciation. You still need to write them correctly and use them correctly when they're written. But yay. Yay. Okay, don't say yay. It's not yay. But we're celebrating. We're just celebrating. So say yay when you celebrate, but say yay when you pronounce these. Okay? So, yeah. Again, we just took this character that we learned in the last video and this character and we combined them. Okay? So yay. Yay. Alright, good job. They're getting a little more complex to write because they are becoming separate symbols now. So this one is wah. Instead of a Y sound, it's a W sound now that we're adding. Wah. Wah. Okay? And I do want to go over how this one is written. After this one, I think you guys have got it because it's pretty simple once you learn one. So because these characters are separated, this character needs to be written completely first. It's to the left, and then this character. So we're going to write this line, and then this line, and then this line, and then this line to finish. Okay? So that's how those are written. So it's by character too. Whatever character's to the left you need to write first, but you still need to follow the stroke order for that character. Does that make sense? Okay. So again, this one is wah. Wah. Okay? Cool. Okay, so moving right along. We are doing really good, guys. Again, these are super easy. I think the consonants are going to be a little more difficult, honestly. So we're breezing. This is easy. So here's the next one. And this one is way. Like, go that way. But don't. Stay here because we're not done with the lesson. Please. So this one is way. And again, we took this guy and this guy. And we just combined them. So it's way. Well, we didn't combine them, but essentially combined them. So yeah, that one's way. Okay? And I'm not going to tell you how to write this one because I think that you by now probably have it figured out. So go ahead and just practice and, say it to yourself or practice it yourself. And let me know how you did. I bet you did great. Okay? So it's way. Way. All right? So the next one is complex and also easy, again, in the way that it is pronounced virtually the same or incredibly similar to one of the ones we just did, literally the last one. But it still needs to be written and used correctly in the written language. So it looks like this, and it's way. Way, yeah, just like the other one we did. And again, we just took this character, and we put them together. And you'll notice that most of these, not all of them, but most of them, we're just adding that E, okay? So that's an easy way to remember these, is just you're adding that E to the end. I think we're adding it all to the end of these characters. So this one is way. And it's just like that other one that I can't find. But it's way. Okay? So it's super easy. Way to go. Mm-hmm. Okay, moving right along. This next one is this. And I know it looks kind of difficult, but I'm not going to show you how to write it because you totally know by now. You got this. You guys, you got this. So this one is wah, wah. Okay? And again, we're just adding the W this time, not the Y. We're adding the W sound. So wah, wah. Okay? So that one's really easy. Just think of it as two T's, one turned on its side. And when you're writing these blocks, they call them blocks, or groups, whatever. You'll notice that this one's kind of like under this one. Does that make sense? You'll notice that this line's kind of going under this. And that's how it needs to be written because that's the correct way to write these blocks. You don't want like, please hold. You don't want like that. That's too far apart and that makes these their own symbols. They need to be together. They need to be like grouped up. So that's why we write it like that. Okay? So wah, wah. All right? Good job, guys. We are almost done. Almost done. This is so exciting. So this next one is we. It's pronounced we. And we didn't do it with some of the last ones, but we are just adding this character again, the E sound. So this one is we, and we're adding it to that one. All right? So we are learning Korean. We're doing so well, guys. We, you and I. All right, we. Perfect, good job. This is the second to last one that we're gonna do for this video. And we are almost done, and it's on to the consonants. Cool, cool, cool. All right, so this one looks like this, and you'll notice it looks just like, I'm gonna find it this time, okay? Just please hold for like 2 seconds. There it is. Don't mind me, I just wrote a 2 on this because just ignore that. So it looks like this one, but we've added another line there. And again, you kind of want to be able to tell that they're grouped. So we have that under there like that. Okay, so that's how you write it. And this one is also way. Okay, so it sounds just like 2 of the other ones that we did. Way. All right. So yeah, way. It's so easy, guys. This is the second to last one. We got one more. The last one is the hardest. I'm very sorry I saved it for last, but it's fine. We got this one I saved because it's the hardest, and I wanted us to have a little more time to go over it because we're going to go over its pronunciation and also the way their mouth goes, because it's really similar to the, remember this one that was kind of tough? It was ooh, ooh, ooh. Remember that? Well, this one looks like this. And it is a combination of oo and e. And basically, the way you're going to pronounce it is just a really fast version of those 2 vowels. So it's ooey, ooey, ooey. Okay? Oo and e. Ooey. Okay? And the way that your mouth goes, similar to the oo sound, our mouths are going to be a little bit open, and our teeth are going to be a little bit far apart. Ooey, ooey. Ooh and e. Ooh, e. Ooey. Do you hear that? Ooey. Ooey. Okay? So it's the toughest to pronounce of the complex vowels, but it's the easiest to write because it's just 2 lines. So there you go. There's the last one. We officially have learned all the basic and complex vowels of the Korean alphabet. Good job. Oh my gosh. And there we have it. We officially have learned the vowels of the Korean alphabet, and I hope you guys have been practicing, and I hope that you are writing. Look at all this. I didn't waste all this paper for nothing, y'all. So, yeah, practice these, pronounce them, write them, practice, pronounce, write, pronounce, write, pronounce, write. That is the way that you're best going to learn them, is if you just get in the habit of writing the character and pronouncing it. Okay? So we know all the vowels, and next we're going to do the consonants. Those are going to be a little more difficult, but I think they're a little more fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that you learned a lot from it, and I hope that it wasn't totally boring. I'm still kind of getting in the hang of making things fun because I'm so focused on not screwing up what I'm saying that I'm having a hard time making things fun. But we saw a cat butt at the beginning, so that's something. And, you know, the mugs are kind of cool. My Brontosaurus mug is cute, right? I don't know. But I hope you guys have fun, and I hope you learned, and I hope that you will stick with me. You know, subscribe, like, all that stuff that YouTubers tell you to do, I guess, so that we can learn Korean together. And we're gonna start learning other things too once I kind of figure out what we're gonna learn next and who's gonna help us learn it, because I don't know that we're gonna be able to learn some of these things on our own. But this is a new phone too, so you're kind of seeing me in like a higher resolution than you did before. What do you think? How's it look? Great. You can definitely see like every little tiny flaw in my face even from this far away. Hey. So yeah, that is our video. There's still gonna be bloopers, but probably not that many, because again, I did such a good job at like just speaking right through all these that I didn't really have to edit them or reshoot them too many times. So that's good. I mean, the bloopers are fun, but I would like to at some point be better at this. So yeah, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we will see you in the next video. Thank you so much, guys. This is so awesome. That's why Hulu and Netflix. Hulu and Netflix. Okay. School, different schools.